Take a look at the pressures that define modern life, and you'll find they usually boil down to four primary drives: the need to eat, the search for a safe place to sleep, the impulse to mate, and the constant effort to defend ourselves. These aren't uniquely human problems. If we strip away our technology and our social structures, we are left with the exact same survival requirements as any animal on Earth. This brings us to a difficult question. If our entire lives are spent simply refining the ways we meet these basic biological needs, how does the quality of human life actually differ from that of an animal? Human life possesses a specific higher qualification. We have the unique capacity to observe our own existence, to develop consciousness, and to seek self-realization. Many of us feel a persistent sense of unfulfillment because we are operating under an illusion. We have learned to identify ourselves entirely with our physical forms and the material roles we play. Think of the mind as a mirror. In its natural state, it is meant to provide a clear reflection of our true identity. But right now, that mirror is obscured. Much like how the heavy traffic of a city street covers everything in a layer of soot and dust, our mental mirror has been coated by the constant friction of material activities. With the mirror covered, we are left in a state of spiritual blindness. We cannot see who we really are, leaving us trapped in a cycle of anxiety and material attachment. If we are not these physical forms, we must look for the dweller inside the body, the observer that remains constant while everything else changes. Medical science observes our bodies are in constant flux. We seamlessly transform from an embryo to an old person, yet our sense of I persists. Death isn't the end of the observer, but the final change, like discarding a worn suit for a new one. This suggests that while the biological machine is perishable, the conscious entity within is not. We are the unchanging spirit soul, temporarily experiencing a material condition. This brings us to the concept of dharma. In this context, dharma isn't a religion you can choose or change. It refers to the unalterable constitutional nature of a thing. Dharma cannot be divorced from the entity. It is as inherent as sweetness is to sugar, or solidity is to stone. And the fundamental dharma, the inescapable nature of every living being, is to serve. We can see this in every layer of society. Even someone in a position of ultimate power, like a president, is still a servant of the state. He serves because it is in his nature to do so. If our daily service often feels like a burden, it suggests a mismatch between our nature and our environment. We are attempting to satisfy an eternal desire to serve within a temporary material framework. The practical method for clearing the dust from the mind is the science of hearing and chanting. This vibrational practice, shared here by George Harrison and other devotees, is meant to reawaken our original consciousness. But we might worry about our past. If someone begins this path but still falls back into old material habits, does that failure disqualify them from making progress? There is a story of a thief on a pilgrimage who resolved to stop stealing, but his habits were so strong that while he didn't take anything, he spent his nights compulsively rearranging the other pilgrims' bags. He was trying to change, but the momentum of his past was still moving him. To understand how we can be considered saintly even while struggling with these habits, think of an electric fan. When you pull the plug, the source of power is gone. The blades will continue to spin for a little while. They are moving purely out of past momentum, even though the energy source has been disconnected. Because the juice is no longer flowing, the spinning will inevitably diminish. It is only a matter of time before the blades come to a complete rest. Human life is a rare opportunity to pull that plug, to disconnect from the cycle of material bodies. By shifting our consciousness, we stop fueling the material momentum of our lives, allowing us to step toward a permanent, illuminated existence.